Hey guys, I just wanted to pop in here really quick. I got a question about what is Manx syndrome and how it affects a cat. So Manx syndrome is a congenital deformity or defect that affects Manx cats. So Manx cats have a gene that shortens their tail. Manx cats can have no tail and be a rumpy. They can have a partial tail and be a stumpy. Now, the problem lies when this gene shortens more than just the tail. It ends up shortening part of the spine and basically causing the human equivalent of spina bifida. So when the shortening of the spine occurs, you start by losing fecal, your ability for your bowels. So the kitten would become fecal incontinent, and then they would lose control of their bladder, becoming urine incontinent, and then lastly, mobility. Now, Manx syndrome is not just about incontinence and immobility. Manx syndrome is actually one of those conditions where it is usually accompanied by other congenital defects. One of the most common of those congenital defects is megacolon. So because they typically lose their fecal continence first, it gets backed up when they're not able to expel that feces, and it causes the colon to expand. Unfortunately, the colon will not contract back, at least not fully or all the way, and it causes the colon to become much larger than it naturally would be. This means that not only are they not able to expel that feces, but now they have an even larger area where this feces gets trapped, and it's even harder. It's like a perpetual cycle of, I can't get this feces out. Now I have a colon that keeps getting bigger and bigger and bigger, and it keeps getting stuck. Then there are also other congenital issues that you might have. A lot of times they have issues with their bladder, having mucus plugs, or what's the other word? Like crystals and stuff like that. So they are oftentimes put on a special renal diet. So basically, short and sweet, that is what Manx syndrome is. It affects every cat differently, and it usually has other congenital abnormalities with it. My recommendation, if you have a Manx cat, would be to get an x-ray, check their spine, check their renal values, get a urinalysis, make sure that they don't have megacolon, make sure they don't have any issues with their bladder or kidneys, and any other abnormalities that might happen. They might have an issue with their liver. You never know with a special needs baby, because it's usually not just one thing that's wrong with them. Congenital defects, specifically related to Manx syndrome, usually is not just Manx syndrome. It's usually more than just that. So make sure you just get all that stuff checked out, and if you have any questions about Manx syndrome, medications, or anything like that, leave it in the comments below, or check our playlist, All Things Manx. See you guys next time. Bye!